Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Washington Redskins franchise here on Madden 20. Please don't be afraid to drop a like or hit the sub button if you are new. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up on all Redskins action as well as other franchises here on the channel, as it is all franchise content all day, every day here on Franchise Gaming. We got a heck of an episode for you today, as it's the two final games of the regular season. Will the Redskins make the playoffs? If they do, where do they stand in the NFC postseason? You will find out that and more on today's episode. Don't go anywhere. Let's get to the radio show next.
Never back down. We will not relent. Now and never till the day that we dreamed of. The day that we dreamed of.
It is a big, exciting week in Redskins football, so thank you for joining us this week on the Redskin Radio Show. Let's go to the phones right away. We've got a new caller today. Let's hear what he has to say. You're up, buddy. Let's hear it.
Hey, this is Vinny Dubman here, and I got a couple questions to ask about the running back situation with Perrine and Grant having some solid games lately in place of Geis, Love, and Adrian Peterson, and all three of them are expected to become healthy within the coming weeks. My question is now, with the probably impending retirement situation in the offseason with Adrian Peterson, is this an audition for one of these two to... Because we all know Darius Geis and Bryce Love, they're going to probably have a spot on this team next year, barring something happening. Do you think this is going to be a situation where one of them will audition for a chance to stay with this team? And then also, is it an audition for one of them to possibly get a job somewhere else in case it doesn't work out with Washington?
I think we all know that Adrian Peterson isn't going to be able to play forever, and I'm actually quite surprised he's played as well as he has and for as long as he has, and has already beaten these guys this year. I mean, I think a lot of people expected Darius Geis to win and hold the starting job this year at running back, but he's had far too many injuries. Adrian Peterson was well on his way to like a 1,200-yard season before his injury, so that was a surprise in itself. That would have been just amazing for someone of his age to be able to get a 1,200-yard season, possibly be in the conversation for best running back in the NFC. Now, obviously, that plan shifted gears, and the Redskins have found Corey Grant from basically the scrap heap, and he's done an excellent job. And Samaje Perrine has really emerged, so yeah, I mean, you'd have to say it's an audition for next year for any running back who takes any carry at any time. So everybody's got to be on their toes on this team, and we'll see what ends up happening. But thank you, Vinny Dubman, for calling in. If you guys have not checked out V-Dub's channel, that's going to be in a link below. Go check that man out. He's a very good friend of the channel. All right, let's go to our weekly video call. Nick, let's see what you got, bud.
Two incredible performances by Corey Grant and Samaje Perrine. Where do you see them fitting in on the offense? Do you see them remaining as the two top backs on this team, even when the other running backs get back from injuries, as they've both proved more efficient than the other running backs have? And what do you see the future of the team trending towards in your next game? Are you going to go with a more balanced approach, more run-heavy, more passing-heavy? What's your next approach for the next game? And it looks like you're well in line to make the wild card, but the division, really, you've fallen behind in. And what are your plans to possibly maybe move someone up in the O-line, as Dwayne Haskins has been under constant duress every game?
Well, the O-line, there's going to be a problem there because from what I'm hearing in practice, nobody's really stepping up and doing a better job than the starters. So it's just going to be kind of a situation where the offensive line coach is going to have to come up with some kind of scheme to be able to slow down heavy pass rushers. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be playing in the second game here in this video against the Cowboys, and he's going to be a tough man to stop. And I just don't see the offensive line doing anything better. They've been much better in the run blocking schemes. So I think run heavy is probably going to be the way to go for Washington. But if they fall behind, they're going to have to pass somehow. So it's going to be tough. Run heavy is kind of the way to go. They're still auditioning running backs for next year, really. So I think you're going to see probably carries from everyone, whoever is able to play. Not allowed to play, but not injured. So we'll see what ends up happening. That's all for the radio show, guys. Let's move on to the game highlights. And here we go into the highlights. Washington Redskins, we're taking on the New York Giants, and there is Corey Grant. He's going to start it off with an 11-yard run to open up the ball game. Very next play, we go to Samaje Perine, and he's going to pick up himself a first down as well of 14 yards. 3rd and 1 we get into, and Perine's going to pick it up and move the chains. 2nd and 1, it's going to be Corey Grant, and look at this, just running it right down the New York Giants' throats on our way down here until Perine gets stopped at the line, and that's going to force a field goal attempt. But here's Wayne Gallman for the Giants. He is going to fumble the football, picked up by Greg Stroman. I don't know why he's running so far backwards, but it is Redskin ball. We're going to play fake it on 3rd and 3, and there's Paul Richardson going to pick it up, and he is going to take it to the 21 with a first down. So 3rd and 10, there's Haskins over to Jordan Reed for a first down at the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal, it's going to be Haskins looking end zone, but he doesn't quite get there. Nice completion there to Terry McLaurin, but it'll lead to another field goal. 6-0 now, and it's Eli Manning, and he's going to get a completion down to the 50 for the Giants. Here's Wayne Gallman, and he's going to make a nice juke move, and he's going to find himself at the 24-yard line with a first down for the Giants. Here's the play fake to Gallman, and Eli going to throw this one left. He's got a completion. Sterling Shepard for the first down. 2nd and goal, it's going to be Gallman taking it into the end zone, and the New York Giants with the extra point would have a 1-point lead, 7-6. So here is Haskins looking to lead the Redskins down the field on his drive, and that's a beautiful catch by Paul Richardson, and he gets around the defender. DeAndre Baker looks flat out dumb on that play, and the Redskins will get their lead back. It's 13-7. Here's Eli Manning to Evan Ingram. That's going to be a first down. He is smacked by the former Giant Landon Collins. And now a 13-7 game. And here's a huge sack on Eli Manning by Ryan Kerrigan, the star player one of the star players for the defense of the Redskins. There's another nice stop on Evan Ingram, and that'll force a punt. So Haskins looking to extend the Redskins' lead. Going to throw that one deep. He's got Jordan Reed on the corner post. And then here is a run by Samaje Perine. Beautiful truck. And a very nice run for him. He's got 3 for 25 so far. Here's Haskins throwing again and again, hitting a man. That's going to be Kelvin Harmon for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Redskins. Back of the end zone. That one's going to be intercepted. And DeAndre Baker this time doing his best Charles Woodson impression, giving up a huge play and then making an interception to make up for it. And that'll get the Giants the ball, but they don't do anything there with the missed screen. So back to the Redskins and Corey Grant with a beautiful first down run. Now 2nd and 10. Haskins with pressure in the face, and he gets it away to Terry McLaurin, who's going to pick up the first down. Now 2nd and 10. Haskins in the backfield and throws that one up. That's tipped around, and that's intercepted, and that's going to be caught. New York Giant football. And look at this run back. Look at the beautiful run back here, bobbing and weaving through everyone to the hizzy. And that's going to be a touchdown. Giants on an 86-yard pick six. Beautiful run back by Jabril Peppers on the pick. So Giants with a 1-point lead. Here's a bomb, and that's going to be completed. The awesome stretch by Damian Ratley. Now 2nd and 1. Haskins in the pocket. He's going to cut loose, and he's going to slide for the first down. Now 1st and 10 with just 23 seconds to go in the half. Haskins finding a man, and that's going to be a touchdown to Terry McLaurin. Beautiful catch by McLaurin. That's going to get the Redskins back in front. A lot of lead changes. Here's Wayne Gallman, and he's going to run this thing. That's a beautiful first down. Timeout called by the Giants, looking like they want to actually do something here. On a 3rd and 6, they're going to incomplete the ball on a screen. You would think maybe they'll punt, but they're going to go for it on 4th and 6 with no time left in the half, and they're going to run the ball. Like, what kind of wimpy stuff is that? Giants get the ball coming out of the half. They're going to go play fake here. Eli on 3rd and 12 is going to get sacked by a lot of Redskins. Cole Holcomb among them. He celebrates. And the Giants will punt to the Redskins here, punting out of their own end zone. It's Tremont Smith, of course, on the return. And he is going to take this thing deep there into Giant territory inside the 40 to the 32. So Redskins with awesome field position to start out, but now they're on a 3rd and 9. Haskins going to throw this one super deep through the end zone. That's going to set up Dustin Hopkins for a field goal attempt, and it's right down Broad Street for a 23-14 lead for the Redskins. 9-point lead, and here we go. Giants starting to come down the field, and it's Evan Ingram who's going to start it off on a 3rd and 10 completion. Eli Manning on 2nd and 4, going to look for a guy. He's going to find Wayne Gallman just sitting there. He's going to pick himself up a first down. 2nd and 7, it's going to be Smith, the backup running back. Beautiful run for him. Nobody thought he was going to get a carry. Now 2nd and 2, they're going to go back to Gallman and pick up the first down. 1st and goal for the Giants now. There's a nice throw, and that's going to be caught for the touchdown, Sterling Shepard. And it'll be a 23-21 ball game. Giants still down 2. Here's Jordan Reed. He's going to get a completion. That's going to be a first down. Michael Thomas on the tackle. Here is a toss out to Perrine, and Perrine's got room. He's going to pick himself up a first down. Nobody able to get there. Now the stretch play to Perrine, and Perrine's going to fumble it, and that is going to be picked up by the New York Giants. Dalvin Tomlinson on the recovery. And the Giants take over. Here's Wayne Gallman. Gallman getting himself into open space, and he'll pick up about 12 yards. Now, here we go, 3rd and 2. It's Gallman on a 3rd and 2. He's not going to get there, but the Giants and Aldrich Rosas going to go for the field goal attempt. However, there would be a roughing the kicker call. That's going to give the Giants another opportunity here. Tremont Smith on the bonehead. Here's the throw, and that's going to be incomplete on 3rd and 10, so the Giants will settle for 3. It will be a 3, and they are up a point. Redskins in the 4th quarter. There is a beautiful pass from Haskins to Paul Richardson for a first down near the sidelines, and then a beautiful strike in between 5 New York Giant players to Terry McLaurin. That'll get him into Giant territory. Here's McLaurin, and he has got the edge. He has just tripped up from behind with a beautiful run, and Corey Grant near the end zone. They will call him down at the 1, but it's okay because Perrine will finish it off and get the Redskins back up, or up bigger than they were. Now they're going to go for 2, try to make this a full 7-point game, and Terry McLaurin in the back of the end zone with the toe tap grab. And it will be a 7-point lead at 31-24. Giants attempting to come back in this one. And Eli Manning goes down hard on 3rd and 10. It's Matthew Ioannidis. Giants will punt and try to play defense, but here's Samaje Perine, and he's going to pick himself up a first down. 3rd and 7 now for Haskins, trying to extend this keep-away drive, and that's going to be incomplete. Redskins would punt it away. Giants going to get another chance here. It's just over 3 minutes to play, and that's going to be complete, and that's going to be a first down, New York Giants. 2nd and 6 for the Giants. And that's a throw. That's going to be intercepted. Ryan Kerrigan, or no, that's Cole Holcomb, who's going to make the interception. Absolutely huge play for Holcomb, and that's going to be a nice throw to Corey Grant on a 3rd down. Now 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Looking for a man. He's got one. It's Terry McLaurin who escapes a tackler and gets his way down to the 1-yard line. Setting up none other than Perrine to get himself into the end zone on a 1-yard little power run. And that's going to extend the Redskins' lead to 2 touchdowns. Giants, not much of a chance for them now as Shepard, a very nice play, and he's going to break free into Redskin territory to the 28-yard line. So here's Eli Manning looking for another player. He's got a man. It's Sterling Shepard again, who's covering him. Who is on Sterling Shepard, the number one target? Here's going to be a hit, and that's going to be fumbled and picked up. That is a Redskin football, and look at the man run. He is trying his hardest. Nobody is catching him. This looks very weird. No time on the clock, and it's a touchdown. Absolutely beautiful scoop and score there, and the Redskins add insult to injury as it comes out a 21-point victory here at home against the New York Giants. Haskins goes 17 of 29. He has a really nice game. Wayne Gallman had 115 yards and a touchdown, but Perrine with the 76 and 2 score game. Very nice for him. Corey Grant and Perrine had very nice rushing averages. Paul Richardson, 114 yards and a touchdown in the air. Sterling Shepard was huge for the Giants as he had 96 and a touchdown. Terry McLaurin had 91 and a touchdown. So McLaurin and Richardson, the two outside receivers, really getting it done today. And I really enjoyed their performances out there. It was really nice to see them actually contributing huge and not having the running backs or the tight ends take over. Good to see the outside receivers have some success every now and again. So, looking at the sacks, Montez Sweat with 1.5, Kerrigan with 1, Ioannidis with 1, Cole Holcomb with 0.5. Interception by Cole Holcomb in this game. 2 forced fumbles for Landon Collins. He was huge. Good recovery by Ryan. That was Ryan Anderson who scored that last touchdown. And, of course, Greg Stroman scored, or didn't score, but he picked up one of the fumbles there. Sweat, Haskins, they're going to get upgrades. Corey Grant going to get an upgrade. Ryan Anderson for that scoop and score. Samaje Perine is going to get one. Trey Quinn is going to get one even though he's injured. Greg Stroman with an upgrade. Kelvin Harmon with an upgrade. A lot of upgrades here after this game. Tim Settle is going to get one. I don't know where he played. Elijah Wellman, our fullback, and backup right tackle Timon Paris is going to get one as well. First half footage got lost in the shuffle here. Apologize for that, but we're already down 24-9 in this very next game, the final game of the season against the Dallas Cowboys. I do want to mention some things. I did go ahead and change my difficulty and sliders from All Pro. I was running a base All-Pro for most of the season, and then it started to get a little easy, as you guys might have seen, and then I tried to use some All-Pro sliders that I found on Operation Sports, and it was still just a little bit too easy for my liking. So, we are now running in this game, as well as going forward in the series. We're going to be running with all Madden, and we're using Charter 04 sliders, and I will adjust them as I go along. And if I come up with any updates, I'll probably make like a slider video for you guys, let you guys know what I'm actually using. But right now, we're using Charter 04's base all Madden sliders. So if you want to check those out, those are on Operation Sports forums, so you can check those out. And as you can see, we are getting shellacked by the Dallas Cowboys in this game. So on the road, Redskins probably would get shellacked 27-9 to the Dallas Cowboys. We beat them earlier in the season, so I'm not mad at getting completely obliterated by this Cowboys team. And as you can see, so many fumbles, so many turnovers in this ball game happened. So here's a throw by Dak Prescott. That's going to be complete to Amari Cooper for a first down, and that's going to lead to Dak throwing it back over to Randall Cobb for, I believe, Cobb's, that's his first receiving touchdown, but I think he was a huge instrumental part of this ball game. That is a beautiful throw and catch to Jordan Reed, and now on a 3rd and 1, it's going to be Jordan Reed again, who had a pretty big game, I would say. 3rd and 7, Haskins going to get obliterated by DeMarcus Lawrence, and as you can see, 8 sacks by DeMarcus Lawrence today. Absolutely no answer. Morgan Moses gave up 8 sacks today. And Leighton Vander Esch going to complete the end of the game with that interception. So 34-9 is what we lose. Like, Dak Prescott looks like Troy Aikman out there. Dwayne Haskins looks like, I don't know, the worst quarterback in the league. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions today. Zeke Elliott was huge for them, 137 and 2 scores. But our running game was still solid. Hopefully that's something that continues when we are going into the postseason here. We are obviously ending this episode at 10-6. So, hoping to make the playoffs at 10-6. We'll see what ends up happening there. DeMarcus Lawrence was just a monstrous beast with those 8 sacks, but somehow only had 7 tackles. I don't know how that's possible to only have 7 tackles and have 8 sacks, because isn't a sack counted as a tackle? I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but I'm pretty sure it is. So it should be 8 tackles, 8 sacks, but whatever. Two fumble recoveries there, two forced fumbles. Byron Jones had a good game. He had an interception. We do get upgrades despite the nasty performance that we had out there, including Eric Flowers. Of course, Eric Flowers gets an upgrade in a game we get shellacked in, right? Elijah Wellman gets another one, another couple, actually. This is like end of the season upgrades, so Kelvin Harmon's getting a bunch as well. Apparently he had a decent season. Brandon Scherf's going to get some. Dustin Hopkins going to get some. So that's pretty good. Going into the playoffs, if we do happen to be there, Adrian Peterson is going to be back. So we're going to have some situations where Adrian Peterson will be running, some situations where Samaje Perine will be running, and some situations where Corey Grant will be running. The guy who has now lost carries on the team from how many times he's been hurt is Darius Geis. And as you can see, we are going to be taking on the New Orleans Saints in the playoffs. Dwayne Haskins, let's check out the season stats. It's going to be 3,700 yards with a 62 completion percentage, 28 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. It's not terrible. It's not the greatest. But, I mean, if you compare it to every rookie last year, only Baker Mayfield would have been better than him. So I guess he's better than that quarterback class, hopefully. Samaje Perine, 718 yards, 6 touchdowns. AP had 666. That's not lucky. 7 TDs. Corey Grant had 347 in his very limited carries. As you can see, only 39 carries and 2 touchdowns. Bryce Love had 215 and 2 touchdowns. And Darius Geis ran the worst of all of our running backs. So he has not earned his way into the running back rotation of the playoffs. I'm sorry if that upsets some fans out there, but that's just the way it is. You have to produce. Now, Jordan Reed leads us in receiving. Paul Richardson Jr. in second. Trey Quinn and Terry McLaurin are up there as well. Damian Ratley has earned his way into getting some looks. So, good to see those guys performing as they should. And look at this. Morgan Moses, we got to do something with this guy. He's got to go. Like, you can't be giving up 29 sacks and make my football team. So, 90 tackles from both Landon Collins and Sean Dion Hamilton. Not upset with that. 15 for a loss for Ryan Kerrigan. So, that's pretty good leadership. 12 sacks by John Allen and 12 by Matthew Ioannidis. 8.5 for Montez Sweat. Not bad for a rookie year. Quentin Dunbar had 7 interceptions. Josh Norman had 6. Sean Dion Hamilton had 2 picks, and Monte Nicholson had 2 picks, and then 1 from Holcomb Collins and somebody else. Deflections, look at that, 13 for Dunbar and Norman. 13 forced fumbles by Landon Collins. That is amazing. And 5 for Jonathan Allen. So those 2 guys, you don't want to get hit by them. 2 fumble recoveries for Landon Collins. He even scored a touchdown on the season. We didn't have any blocks or safeties this year, but look at that. We had 6 defensive touchdowns. So, pretty impactful on our season. Now, kicking. Dustin Hopkins only missed 2 field goals all year. Unfortunately for him, he also missed 2 extra points, but he did kick a 61-yarder. Tress Way kicking the ball over 50 yards a punt. That's awesome. Tremont Smith had almost 2,000 kickoff return yards, which is ridiculous for a guy who did not score. And he also had 279 punt return yards. So the man was over 2,000 return yards this year. That's definitely a feat and a half. I have to give him credit where it is due. Absolutely love what he was able to bring to the table this year. So hopefully we're not losing any impact players this year. We'll see what ends up happening. Tom Brady is your league MVP. Of course, no Redskins there. Sean McVay with his 15-1 Rams is your coach of the year this season. And then for the NFC, we're really going to be looking at offensive player of the year would be Russell Wilson. Defensive player of the year, Khalil Mack. Obviously, he's going to make it. No Redskins here. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Dwayne Haskins and Terry McLaurin coming second and third to this man, Kyler Murray, who, of course, wins the Rookie of the Year. Little bias in my opinion. Bryce Love was actually 8th. If he didn't get hurt, he probably could have made a run for it. DeAndre Baker somehow wins Defensive Rookie of the Year, even though we torched him on a play, but Montez Sweat was there at 4. Cole Holcomb was there at 7, so I can't be too disappointed. Best quarterback, Haskins makes it to number 10. That's not a great feat, considering there's only 16 quarterbacks in the freaking conference. So he was 10 out of 16, basically. Trent Williams, 4th for best O-lineman. That's not terrible. Jonathan Allen, 4th for best D-lineman. Matthew Ioannidis came in at 7. So good stuff there. Looking at best DB, Quentin Dunbar going to win it, which is awesome. Josh Norman comes in 3rd. So I'm extremely happy to get a winner, as well as Dustin Hopkins winning best kicker. So that is awesome. I will leave you guys taking a peek at the records on the way out. Guys, do not forget to drop a like as well as subscribe if you are new. Plenty of this series still coming your way. We're going to have an off-season stream after the playoffs, so be here. It's franchise content all day, every day here on Franchise Gaming.
You're a pretty little star boy.